Hey guys, how's it going? It's Smash King back with some more Fire Emblem Heroes. Gonna be doing my summoning for the week. Gonna be focusing on the Emblem banner. And I've decided that due to lack of orbs, I'm gonna only focus on the Emblem banner. I have plans to do some of these other like double special heroes or the Hero Rises banner, but alas, the funds aren't quite there, so I have to kind of settle for this. So let's see the double special heroes. Okay, so definitely not colorless. Petra. This is Duo Nephany. Pretty sure green is the best one. Kinda want Duo Nephany though. Green has by far the most value. Let's do this. Yeah, you see those Nintendo Switch 2 prices? Oof. We need to start saving up some money. I'm trying to see a little bit less of my summoning sessions now. I only do like maybe one a week at the rate that we're going at. So I don't have the funds to keep this going. Can't summon on this banner either because I'm not gonna have the orbs. So I'm just gonna burn my tickets. Obviously we go for EIRIKA, right? Yeah. The attuned unit on this banner. This is a really good banner too. I'm glad that fans voted this banner back in, but yeah, can't summon on this. This kind of bad is normally one I would summon on again, but yeah, can't do that. I need to start my Switch 2 fund, because my god, it's going to cost a lot of money. Those you don't know, I'm Canadian, so my Switch 2 is going to cost about... What did I do the math on? Around $830 after tax, so yeah. Ooh, Celestia, yeah. It's my first Celestia. But yeah, so that's gonna be quite expensive. So I gotta start saving up now. Obviously, you know, still early days. This is still like the weekend after the announcement. Need to secure my pre-order still. Going through two avenues. Gonna try and pre-order at a store here, at GameStop, and gonna see if I can get it on the My Nintendo store as well. I can always give up one of the pre-orders as well. Plans to just get the Mario Kart World bundle. I mean, it's easily great value. You can say Mario Kart World is gonna be... It's gonna run about... As far as I know, there's no Canadian game prices yet. I think Canadian retailers are kind of like debating on what they want to charge for it. But if they do decide to go through with Nintendo's price, geez, those games that cost like $100 a game, that's before tax here in Canada. So it's about be $113 after tax. As far as I know, digital and physical are probably going to cost the same here. I know there's some rumors going around that it's going to be more expensive to buy physical, but as far as I know, that's not going to be a thing here. But I guess we'll find out. Like I said, Canadian game prices haven't been announced yet, as far as I know. Either way, I'm not paying attention to the price at the moment, because, you know, just getting the console first is going to be quite the quite the spend. On the bright side, if you guys are following me on Twitch, you know, I'm planning on going through Pokemon, like, at least that's available on Switch right now. Looks like with the Pokemon Coliseum XD coming to the GameCube, Nintendo Switch Online, looks like I've got some more content to last me for quite a while. Considering I only play like once a week. I only play for like 2 hours at a time every week. 2.5 hours every week. So I got lots of content to get through for Pokemon. Especially because I plan on actually doing the post game for most of the Pokemon games. So I'm just checking to see which character I want. Yeah, I guess probably you. No, there's no green. Okay, never mind. Because I know a lot of a decent number of streamers I don't think do the post game for Pokemon, whereas I want to. Like, probably won't be doing like the crazy battle stuff. Like, probably won't be doing any battle towers or anything. But yeah, at least doing the post game content in any way. At least like one that's like considered like canon parts of the story. For like Let's Go, for example, I'll probably do like the Mewtwo fight, and maybe I'll do the red fight. I believe there's a red fight anyway. But anyway. So, let's get started on the Emblem summoning here. Obviously, we're going for Emblem EIRIKA. I think I'm cutting out colorless, right? Yeah, I'm cutting out colorless. Actually, no, I can't. I don't have the orbs. I want the orbs to be selective, so I gotta go for colorless anyway. Under normal circumstances, I would do that, but we're not living in normal circumstances anymore. Switch to reality and, other realities. Yeah, anyway, I also forgot to mention that I think I saw a list online for Switch game enhancements that will be on Switch 2, and I believe I saw Scarlet and Violet's going to be on there, so that's nice. Because I'd like to play Scarlet and Violet, at a frame rate that's higher than 10. I mean, Switch 2 is a beefy system. I imagine that you could probably run Scarlet and Violet at 60 frames, but because as far as I know, I guess I'm not particularly great at frame rates personally, because I don't really care about it usually. As far as I can tell, the Switch 2 was running Legend ZA at 60 frames from my eye anyway. That's what I can tell. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like it was 60 frames. So just as the raw power of the Switch 2 should be good enough to run Scarlet and Violet at 60, but who knows? Scarlet and Violet's also very poorly optimized, so we'll see. It's actually quite shocking how badly Scarlet and Violet is optimized for Switch. Because you can have Xenoblade Chronicles 3. That game is, graphically pretty damn good. Looks amazing. And then you get to Switch, Scarlet and Violet, which doesn't even look that graphically demanding, and yet the game chugs like crazy. And just to remind you guys, I haven't played the vast majority of games on Switch. I'm doing a bit like a big Pokemon renaissance right now. If I haven't mentioned it before, I can't remember if I mentioned it in some of my videos or not. But yeah, I'm going through the games on DS and 3DS because I also haven't finished those games either. During this the last 6 months or so, I've finally finished Pokemon Y, which I started back when the game first came out. I finished Black and White and Pokemon White 2. I got through those two games, or the Gen 5 and Gen 6, which kind of actually got me out of the series. Playing through Ultra Moon and Pokemon Moon right now. Yeah, I'm playing both copies of Moon, both versions at the same time. Pretty interesting. I'm on the same point in both games. And then, yeah, on my Twitch channel, I'm playing through Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, so just continuing Gen 7. I may also go even. I'm actually even in my spare time. I'm actually playing through Pokemon XD Gale Darkness on my own. I know that game's gonna be back on like GameCube and Switch Online, so I'm like, do I really want to keep playing on GameCube? But you know what? I'm just gonna do it. And on that note, I should just go back and also just play through Fire Red, Leaf Green, and Ruby Sapphire as well. I'll need another copy of Emerald. I don't want to restart my copy of Emerald. I've done so much in Emerald, and I've gotten a decent amount of medals at the battle frontier. Quite proud of my Emerald team, so I'd rather not go back and restart that. So I have to buy another copy. Emerald cartridges are probably gonna be like $300. That's at least what I imagine anyway. I haven't looked at the price for an Emerald cart yet, but actually I might as well just do that now. Why not? Let's take a look. How much is a copy of Emerald? Go for it. Let's take a look here on my computer. It's going to eBay, I guess. Kind of search up Emerald. Gosh, gotta check it. Let's see here. What the heck? This one's cheap. This gotta be fake. It's gotta be fake. I'm not gonna believe that one. That's crazy. No, I'm not gonna believe that one. I guess not that crazy. Well, some people are crazy. Some people are like, they're selling it for $36. I'm just like, there's no way that's $36. I refuse to believe that. Crazy if true. Looks like these batteries are dead or something. Like, people selling, like, these batteries are dead versions. I'm like, okay, but yeah. It doesn't actually affect, the game itself. It's just, you just can't make berries in Hoenn. That's the only thing it affects, is you can't plant berries in Hoenn. Unless you get the battery replaced. Probably better if I just go to a game store and just, like, find a retro game store and probably just buy from there. If I want to be really sure, anyway. Trusting people online on eBay. Who knows all the crazy stuff you can find on eBay, you know? What kind of scams you can run into. I'm always kind of worried whenever I buy stuff on eBay. I'm just like, am I getting the actual product? Not that I've ever been scammed by eBay sellers, but still. Okay, I see. Some of these are reproduction cartridges, so these won't work. Oh, I'm like, nice. So technically these won't work. As far as I know, they won't work with the and they won't have the transfer capabilities. These are just for playing the game. A lot of these reproduction cartridges, I can actually tell, but just by looking at the cartridge itself. It looks way too good. So yeah, okay, that's why some of these games are so cheap. It's not that they're fake, they're just the reproduction cards, so they're not original. Yeah, that's what this is. Okay, well, at least these guys mark that it's the reproduction cards. Okay, so for the authentic copies, yeah, they're $3.55 Canadian. That makes more sense to me. There's one guy selling it for one. Oh, this is a bid for $150. This looks like an original card. That's in a bid right now. But it actually doesn't say if it's a reproduction card or not. It looks like it. It looks like an original copy, but actually no, it doesn't really look like it. Because a lot of copies of Emerald, well, actually I don't know, because mine's faded. Mine's very badly faded. It also has like the hole in the middle. Seems like a lot of copies of Emerald I see are like that. Oh, here's one. It looks like just like my copy, where it's like there's this weird hole in the middle of the cartridge. This one I can tell is pretty authentic. Yeah, whenever I see like Pokemon YouTubers with some of those Emerald cartridges, they always have the weird indent in them. I'm not really sure what causes that anyway. Because none of the other GBA carts I've ever seen have that problem. Just Emerald. There's a lot of these reproduction cards. I gotta be careful about these ones that I buy online. Thankfully, I have most of the cartridges already. Like, this is all needs to just be like just an extra one to have on the side, right? No. This guy's selling multiple copies, and he has like, here's one with a missing sticker, here's one that's I guess with all the Pokemon discussion and everything, all this like searching online, I'm probably have to put this part of the title, aren't I? Just people are just like aren't know that I'm not focused on this summoning session. Sorry guys. Just I don't have a lot to say on like what's going on in FEH right now. A lot of bigger stuff happening in the gaming world right now that I'm more focused on. I'm making this video just because I wanted to show off my current like unit progress in FEH. That's the only reason. So I'm a little unfocused today. I was actually debating if I should even put my commentary in here or not. Because I had no real plans to discuss FEH today, but lots of plans to discuss other things anyway. Perfect. Emblem mic is fodder. I'm gonna fodder that to my gang lot. Or actually give it to Tamara. Let's go some EU cards. I couldn't even tell the difference if this was EU. Oh yeah, it's missing the ESRB logo. I'm dumb. Alright. Going for EIRIKA. Yes, going for EIRIKA. I'm pretty sure. Let me check around. I kind of want some of another Emblem win, honestly, but EIRIKA's going on. Especially because she's the first one. She's the first unit. She's the first copy, sorry. That's what I'm looking for. The first copy. First copy is always the most important. Alright, well, that summon session didn't really go as planned. It just, well, what I picked out was Emblem Mike, but that's okay. Got another copy of Emblem Mike, and that's really what matters. Because I'm going to merge that Emblem Mike onto... Actually, no, I gotta give it to Tamara to get Legu's friend. No, Tamara has Legu's friend. Okay, no, never mind. I can just merge Ike. Perfect. Alright, guys, well, thanks for coming to my Pokemon discussion instead of my Fate discussion, but, just really wanted to get out all my Pokemon plans. Now, I guess I'll put that in my video in case people want to check out my Pokemon talk in my Fire Emblem Heroes video. Oh yeah, just forgot to mention before I end my video, I didn't make a reaction video to the Fate's children, or I guess Norian children, because no Hoshido. I was initially going to do it, but it turned out I was really busy this past few days, so I wasn't up to making a video. Because I would have made the video way too late. And I saw it was just Norian children anyway. I was like, I wouldn't have had much of a reaction. Especially because, well, yeah, I'm just not a big fan of Nor, to be honest. I know, like, a lot of Fates players will say Nor was the only good one, but, meh. To me, I prefer Hoshido. Anyway, guys, thanks for coming to check out my video, and I'll see you all next time for some more Fire Emblem Heroes. And don't forget, on Fridays, I am streaming Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu from 12:30 p.m. Eastern or around 1 p.m. Eastern. Starting from there up until around like 3 o'clock Eastern. So, have a good one, guys. See you next time.